Live, this is South Florida Today on NBC6 HD.
Well, living in South Florida, we depend on our car to get from point A to point B. It's a luxury we definitely take for granted. But the time does come when some of us have to have that conversation with an older loved one about when to turn over the keys. Randy Ritzko from Whitsyms Nursing Service is here with some helpful tips on how to handle that situation. Randy, welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Trina. Thanks for having me.
That's a difficult conversation to have. How do you go about it?
You know, it is a very difficult conversation. I think one of the things is to really understand, to treat it with dignity and self-respect for the individual, because we may all end up in the same situation at some point. So it's you deal with it with tact and understand, you know, what is it going to take to convince the person that really it's their safety that's of the utmost concern.
And how do you determine when it's time to ask them for those keys? I mean, are there some signals that some things are going wrong that you better ask them?
There actually are, and that's where our caregivers are really in an opportune position to identify if there are changes in behavior or changes in a patient's physical state, that they can observe these types of activities and then not only have the discussion with the patient, but also notify family members or the patient's physician, so that collective group can make a wise choice on what are the next steps, or is there any action that needs to be taken.
Tell me a little bit about Whitsyms, exactly what you do and where you're located.
Well, we're a private duty home health care company. We're located in 18 counties in Florida, from of course Broward and Miami-Dade County, but also Orlando, Fort Myers, Naples, Palm Beach County, as well as others.
Fantastic. And so with this, getting back to the situation of a senior who probably does need to stop driving at this point, it really should be done out of love in the way that the approach, that it's for their safety and the safety of others.
It is. That's exactly right. I mean, it is something that it is a difficult situation to talk about, because if you think about from the time we were 16, we've been conditioned to think that if you take away the keys, that's a form of punishment.
Right.
You know, it's almost, I'm grounded. And it's so important for a senior to really still have that independence and self-worth, because driving allows them to be functional. It allows them to get to doctor's appointments, get to not only doctor's appointments, but grocery stores, social activities, seeing their friends, going out to dinner. So that's where Whitsyms is very much there to help them maintain that level of independence.
And what kind of services do you all provide to help, I guess, a senior from day-to-day living?
Oh, it could be anything from transferring from, let's say that a patient is losing some strength. They may need help getting from bed to a chair, or when we get back to the driving aspect, from the vehicle, in the vehicle, out of the vehicle, or even balance and, you know, walking to that doctor's appointment, ensuring there is no situation that causes, you know, an issue that could sacrifice their independence.
And so you have different kinds of workers, I guess ranging from nurses to what, that can assist a senior in the home? Well,
we do anything from the skilled nursing, RNs, LPNs. We also do just the activities of daily living assistance, certified nursing assistants, home health aides, even companions and sitters. And this could be done either in the patient's home or in a hospital if someone needs that extra level of attention.
And I guess this time of the year, you know, you might want to look at exactly, if you have an older loved one in your life, you know, what kind of needs they may have, especially going toward the new year.
Absolutely, yeah. No, everyone should be aware of, you know, what condition is their family member in. Might they need a little extra help? And we have to remember too, there are, in South Florida, it's you know, it's a transient area. A lot of retirees have come here. A lot of family members are still back in New York or Philadelphia,
Ohio,
Boston, Ohio,
yeah,
wherever they may be. So having someone like Whitsyms there with their family member to take care of them and also advise back to them how their family member is doing is just so important.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, and have a wonderful and joyous holiday season. Thank you for coming in. And so the best way to get a hold of the folks at Whitsyms is, for more information, you can give them a call or log on. Do you have a website?
We do. It's www.whitsyms.com.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
And we also have a toll-free number, 1-800-952-3881.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Randy. Great information, and I'm sure you're providing a lot of families with the care and also the security and comfort that they need this holiday season. Again, that phone number is 1-800-952-3881, or check them out. It's Whitsyms.com online. Natalie, over to you.
All right, Trina, thank you. Well, the holiday season is here, and we all want